Hi, Amaya. We're here for our obligatory video. Today is not a great day. I'm tired of being tired. And I want to talk about being in charge of other people's stuff when you're not actually in charge. When you care for someone else, you do everything that they need done. Sounds magnanimous. When you aren't feeling magnanimous, you feel like you're failing because you are. You've lost your cool or your attitude. But it's very difficult to keep that sometimes because, well, for instance, today I was at the edge of my own abilities for myself, and my boomer parent is just trying to get their own stuff done, but I have to do those things, and so I have to be consulted. Well, I'm the child, and this isn't an intentional power struggle. I think it's accidental. It's still a struggle. And today was very difficult to get an understanding of why it is that I have to be in charge. Without getting into the specifics of it, it's to do with taking care of the house, maintenance on the house that should have been done a good 15 years ago or so. And now's when it needs to be done. Now. And it's quite literally in the middle of doing something else. I'm clearing this place out, using my camper as a dump truck, whatever. That was my choice to save money we don't have among us as a family to waste on getting rid of things. It sounds very simple. You got too much stuff, get rid of it. Problem is, it's my childhood, so there's a bit of a disconnect in the ability to just chuck it with the F word. Unfortunately, I don't have a spotter, physical spotter. I have people to talk to, and I got rightfully chewed out today by someone who will come and help me. I just need to open my damn mouth and make it known that it's time. And they're right. If we're waiting for me, this will never get done, so we need to do it a different way. I don't know how to be in charge of this. I would never have picked me to be the one in charge of this. It sounded doable and magnanimous when I was under the impression there were more physical beings around. Phone calls and support groups aside, I am almost doing this alone. My inability to handle it is something that has to be handled. We have to figure it out. There isn't another way. This isn't a write to the board and get a different answer. This isn't contact your senator. Fix it. There's no fixing it. This is an individual situation. I didn't know what kind of image to put up here because I still don't want to look at my face, so I put this as a brick hod. Holds bricks so you can pick them up, a bunch of them by hand. It really works. I've used it myself as a child, putting bricks in our front yard, moving them around. It still works. Nothing wrong with it. Original handle. It would have no trouble doing the job it was meant for. And sometimes I see this thing and I think, I used to be that strong to be able to do what I was supposed to be doing. I never understood quite what it meant to be old before you're old. And as I'm caring for an old person, I see the comparisons in our abilities or inabilities, and I'm scared. And so I get frustrated at basically having to do this twice. Once for my parent, and then again for myself, probably not too far behind because I'm wearing out pretty quick. I wish I could blame stress, but I literally have a shelf life and I'm using it up on someone else's stuff. And when I put it that way, it's like, idiot, why are you doing this? And I feel like I don't have a choice. Or the choice that I have is not one I would take, and so this is what I'm left with. I'm not trying to be someone who settles, but man, I mean, I did a pretty good job today ignoring my own pain. We'll just call it pain. And still extra things happened. The handle snapped on my truck. Can't open the back of my truck. I'm gonna have to take the whole thing apart, which is fine. I love working on my truck, but I can't do that right now. I feel I feel like this is circular, and it's surmountable, but it feels insurmountable. It's really hard to help other people, even when it's your job. I'd like to think it'd be easier if we weren't related, but I'm not so sure. This is a crazy job to have. Helping someone else with their whole life. I mean, at least nurses get to go home. This is 24/7. And I feel like it should be easier. It's my own parent, but it's not. I want to be doing my life, not my life is to finish yours. And they don't even mean it that way. It's not even meant that way. It's just the way it's coming out. So whatever involvement I have in that, I want to fix that. But man, I'm not usually someone who gives up, but today I feel like giving up. And I was so close to finishing the day off with the way I was having it go. Dang it. I feel very defeated by that, and I feel weak and small for being so easily defeated. I don't like this. I want to be able to handle the incoming. I didn't used to have trouble with it. I think it's just that my nerves are shot and I don't have any extra, so I need some quiet. like quiet that isn't going to end in an alarm because that's all the time you got. I don't know. And I'm glad I made it here to make this stupid video talking to myself like an idiot on my knees, literally hoping no one else comes in here and goes, "What are you doing?" Because I don't want to have to explain myself, and that's ridiculous because everyone has to explain themselves. I'm trying to figure out who told me that as an adult I wouldn't have to explain myself anymore, and I think it's just because I thought that's what adults said to me. They didn't have to explain themselves. I figured eventually that would be me, and it's just not happening. So, yeah, tomorrow is Monday, today is Sunday, the 12th of January. Didn't even do my silly intro because I didn't even want to talk to me today. My attitude about attitudes. Anyway, I'm going to post this and see you tomorrow and continue the journey. Have a good night. Hi, hand touching.